Front Row Promotions. I got Kandi in the house.
Hey, I'm meddling out, man. I got my head banging and stuff going on during the.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. And we have Kenny. Was it Wilkerson? Wilkerson from Nova Rex. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, guys, for having me. Yeah, see, I made it easy.
Welcome.
I got my sponsor and my logo, so there you go.
That's awesome. Love it. I love it. I have my front row and back of me. So here we are.
Good.
Yeah, I got Cody Diener behind me. I don't know if you can see that. I'm a professional wrestling fan, so.
Oh, that's cool.
That's my guy.
I'm doing an event this Saturday in Daytona, and it's sponsored by a wrestling company. It's called River City Wrestling.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
It's out of Jacksonville. Yeah.
Yep.
They do a thing. It's called River City Wrestling Con. He'll love this. I'm promoting it, but it's they do like what they do with the dress up stuff. What do you call it? Like a horror convention or whatever, but it's for wrestling. Comic-Con. Thank you. That's why it's River City Wrestling Con. And they'll have all that laid out. A lot of famous, and it's funny. A lot of those wrestlers, old school guys, live in Florida. I seen Jimmy Hart not too long ago in town.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah, drinking a beer, mouth of the South, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And Hawks or Hogan's always around somewhere, right?
Oh man,
yeah, he was so funny. I loved him.
I'm a Hulkamaniac until the day I die, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So how are you ladies doing on this fine? What is it? Monday night?
Lovely Monday night. We had a major snowstorm up in my neck of the woods. It's freezing rain, and everybody's told to stay home. Nobody's delivering DoorDash, so.
So you live in the Midwest or Northeast?
I live in Toronto.
Oh, you're way up there. That's why you mentioned Canada. Listen, I'll give you a little story about Nova Rex. So Nova Rex was formed in 1985 and was formed actually in Canada, out of Toronto. Yeah, if you want to be real. Oh. It's London, Ontario, to tell you the truth.
But shit, that's not far at all.
I've been there. They got a big cow statue in the middle of the town. But anyways, and my guitar player, JP, the original guy who was in the band for damn near 30 years of it, right? He's Canadian citizen. He's Canadian.
Oh, wow.
Well, I know all those bands up there. Like, you mentioned Anvil off air, but like those cats, I'm trying to think, Harem Scarum or something. Yep. There's, it's amazing that some of the bands that come down here, or maybe it'll be like a support act, but in Canada, they're freaking huge.
Yeah, for sure.
Honeymoon Suite, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love them. Yeah, I remember them. Yeah.
But I'm more friends with guys like Killer Dwarfs and stuff. I know the.
Oh, the Killer Dwarfs. Yeah.
Funny thing. So their drummer actually went to high school about 10 minutes from where I live right now.
And that's who I'm friends with.
Right down the road.
He's a big Tampa Bay Buck fan too, if you pay attention.
Oh, cool.
We had that in common. Woo! And Helix fans, the guys from Helix are cool.
Oh, definitely.
So I know some of your rockers up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
wow,
sweet.
Actually, 3 years ago, we were supposed to play at what's the big? That's what you said. What's the big club, rock club in Toronto?
The El Macombo.
No, the Rock
Pile.
Rock Pile. We were scheduled to play there 3 years ago, and my singer came up with some kind of kidney thing. His kidneys were getting ready to shut down. He's dehydrated from being on the road, and we only made it as far as Chicago, and we got hung up in a hotel for about 4 days and had to turn around and come home. Couldn't get up there.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I mean, he's fine. I mean, it was just a couple of. I mean, that's 3 years ago, but yeah. So we try to get up there. It's a long way from Florida.
That's pretty cool. Everybody's played the Rock Pile. Our Rock Pile is like, the Whiskey A Go-Go.
I know. No, I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Canadians are always really nice. They're really, really friendly and stuff like that. My Canadian experience is a little weird because at one time, especially back in the early 85, 86, I was the only American in the band. It was all Canadians.
Okay.
Wow.
So I know all the stories. The singer, Kevin, the original guy, he was from BC.
Okay.
He lives in Nashville now and has a show on TV. He does trucks or something. He does like car restoring cars. So anyways, there you go. I mean, that's about all
Nashville.
I got.
We're actually going to be in Nashville next month for the Rock and Pod Expo. So we're actually
I've seen that.
So we're representing the other show that we do.
Okay.
There's business. So yeah, we're looking forward to being in Nashville. By the way, if anybody hasn't bought their tickets yet, go to www.rockandpodexpo.com. We are running a little bit of a promotion, as you can see at the bottom of your screen.
At the bottom of the screen.
There you go.
20% off your general admission or early admission ticket by entering that.
There you go.
Business. So there you
awesome.
go.
Good job. Good job. That sounded professional as hell.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. I take pride in what I do to hear that. So
I just now, during COVID, I did a radio show Monday through Friday. I did a 7 o'clock during COVID. You remember during COVID, you had to have a pass. You had to be in the media or healthcare or something like that. And so everything got shut down. So I ended up jumping on a radio show, and it just worked out that way. And it was called, Rock All Out. It was called Rock All Out Radio. And we did it. Remember a guy named, okay, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Do you remember when Hulk Hogan was in trouble? Do you remember a guy named Bubba the Love Sponge?
No.
Okay. The reason I say that, because we followed him for the whole year. I just had a year contract with him and did, 5 days a week, FM radio, which is weird because you can't cuss, right?
Has he ever gone by a different name?
No, Bubba the Love Sponge. He's kind of like a Howard Stern wannabe, right? But the thing is, he was the guy when Hulk Hogan got busted with that porn video because the guy shot it out of his closet and he was screwing that dude's wife. And Hulk Hogan, it was a whole thing. Don't you guys remember any of that? Hulk Hogan had a sex tape that somebody filmed of him. And
he never said, I have his book and I read his book. He never mentioned that.
He went to court for like 2 years over it.
I didn't even know that. That's not in his book. Holy shit, that's not in his book.
But what I'm getting to is the guy that I'm talking about that we followed was the guy who filmed it.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah. Oh shit! I mean, I'm trying to tie the wrestling thing in, but that happened for real. You got to look that up now. It was national news. It was TMZ and all that.
I did not know about that. Wow.
I did. Where were we? We didn't catch that.
I don't think I was even born yet. So there you go.
Oh, would you stop it? I think it happened. It seemed like maybe, and it's been a bit, 10 years ago or something, 8, 10 years, something like that ago. Yeah.
It happened 8, 10 years ago?
It happened 8 or 10 years ago.
Okay. No wonder it's not in his book.
Yeah. What is the book when did the book come out?
I bought the book. I was 14 when I bought the book.
Oh,
I'm going to be 33 this year. So.
Oh, well, and you look young. I thought you were 23.
Oh, man, you're the best.
Yeah. We're just spreading the love around.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, that's what girls do. Guys go like this. Never mind. I'm sorry.
I love you. Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, you're in Toronto. Where are you at?
Come on our other show.
Lisa, where are you at?
I'm in Baltimore.
In Baltimore. So you go to the M3 thing every year? That's your thing?
Oh, yeah. Never miss it.
Where are you located?
Florida. I'm just north of Orlando. Okay. Yeah, south of Daytona.
Sweet. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So you'll need to send some of that warm weather up here because it's cold.
Yeah.
Oh no! Listen, it's crazy. Today was okay, but starting tomorrow, it's supposed to be in the high 80s, and then for the rest of the 10-day bike event that's coming up, it's going to be almost damn near 90 degrees every day. It's 10 to 15 degrees above normal for this time of year. Usually in Florida, and listen, I've been because you said you were in Toronto, right? And where you said you were?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been. I know the cold. So the thing is, I'm trying to think of the streets in Toronto too now. The only thing that tripped me out about Toronto or about Canada, from America, in Canada, in America, you can go in and spend a couple dollars on a cup of coffee, and they'll pour you coffee all day long. But in Canada, you buy it by the cup.
Yep.
So I thought that was different, and it was all named after hockey players.
Tim Hortons. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I've quit 15 years ago. But back then, when I went up there, those Canadian cigarettes were like little mini cigars compared to American cigarettes. And then of course you guys got funny money, but that's a whole other
funny money.
Funny money.
But I will say the people are seriously nice. Only other thing that I remember about Canada too, and it still probably hadn't changed too much, is just like, if you try to tour across Canada, I mean, it may be 100 miles till you get to another exit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm used to
when you're driving in the country, yeah. When you're driving out the country, yeah.
And again, girls, I haven't been up there in 20 plus years. You know what I mean? But I stayed there. I stayed in Canada. Actually, I had a sound man that lived in London, Ontario.
Okay.
We were the same age. We were the babies in the band. And I went up there and stayed with him for like 4 months till they came and kicked me out of there. I stayed too long. Well, back then you thought you could just drive across the border and stay as long as you want, but
yeah,
you definitely couldn't pull that off now. Not since 9/11.
No, especially not. Now, do you think that you and Novarex will come up to Toronto again anytime soon, or?
I want to. See, the problem is I live in Florida, and I'd have to probably drive. You see what I'm saying? Is it a fly-in date? Is it a drive date? Do I have to put up shows around it? Now, when I was supposed to come up and do that rock pile, I had 10 shows in a row lined up. I forgot where I was starting at. Wasn't quite all the way to the West Coast, but I was starting there and just heading straight. Couple of bike events, couple of clubs, couple of festivals.
Yeah.
The whole thing just went sideways, but it'd have to be something like that or just fly in. I mean, I've been trying to get to M3, but the problem even for that, Baltimore is just so far for us. I can stay in my backyard and make more money.
Yeah, that's true. There you go.
You know, but I got some other good dates coming up. So, I mean, we got some festivals coming up. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I told Lisa off air, but I can't say nothing yet till Monday.
Yes.
But you can tell her and then.
Yeah.
But anyway, but the thing that's going on now is this Saturday it's a backyard gig for us. It's the 82nd annual Daytona Bike Week. It's totally famous. It's totally a blast. It's just party, just like you imagine. Guys, if you've ever done Sturgis or Daytona or Myrtle Beach for that matter, it's all that kind of, you know, girls half naked, everybody getting drunk, lots of loud bikes, great bands. You know what I mean? A lot of great bands are coming through town. So
the wildness happening, yes.
What's that?
The wildness is happening.
Oh my God. Yeah. Still write a book every time we play up there, but it should be a lot of fun. And the place that we're playing is called the legendary Boot Hill Saloon. And it's on Main Street. It's just a little drag right there that you hear about, right? Where they drive their bikes up and down. And it's their 50th anniversary.
Wow.
So I know
cool.
There's newscasts and radio spots and a lot of stuff. So it should be extra fun. And got a great MC, a guy named Johnny Tumbleweed, who I got from Sturgis. And just my sponsor, Fran Hush Law. And there's Camp Easy Ride, Beach Night 2.7, and Twisted Tea Rider Now magazine. So I got all my sponsors in.
Awesome.
There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah. So you guys got to check that out. We go on at 9:30, 10 o'clock on this Saturday coming up at the world's famous Daytona Bike Week. And then we'll play in April. We have a show. It's actually in Florida as well. It's a place called the Leesburg Bike Fest. Only announcement. I've played there several times. I played there with Rad. I played there with Lita Ford. I played there with trying to think who the last one was, but they have so far all I know is on the main stage they announced Buck Cherry, so I know they're going to be there. So I'm not for sure. I know that we're on Saturday, and that gets released on Monday time slots and stuff, probably 9, 10, 11, you know, rock and roll slots, right? So that'll be fun. And then the other thing that's happening is we've got a new documentary coming out. Cool. The band's been together 38 years. I put out a documentary back in 2011. It was a glorified home movie. I did it in 3 days. I'm not an editor. But anyways, I see you smiling. But here's the funny thing. So, and I had a bunch of VHS tapes from back in the day, you know, us playing these clubs and me wearing, you know, eyeliner and all that, right? So what happened?
We love eyeliner. Yes, we love eyeliner. I
made my whole career on eyeliner. But the thing is...
What brand did you use?
Estee Lauder usually.
Okay.
You know what I use Estee Lauder guy.
L'Oreal. Okay, go ahead. I had to know. All right, I'm sorry. Back to you. Sorry.
Messing me up.
Oh, say sorry.
Or whatever my girlfriend at the time had. But the thing is, the documentary. So I did one back in 2011. It was called Novarex Ain't Easy Being Cheesy. Why? Because we come from the 80s rock scene. We're making fun of the 80s metal stuff. We talk about how we got squished because of grunge, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it was just a basic home video. But after it was done, it was about 70 minutes long. And I thought it told a story, right? So then after I did it, I thought, well, hell, I'm going to send this off to a couple of places. Now, this is 2011. And it got picked up by, I sent it to Showtime. And they owned a channel at the time called the Documentary Channel, which was based out of Nashville. And the documentary channel was on Dish and DirecTV, 35 million homes, and it aired on there for a couple of years. Crazy, right? The thing was actually available at Walmart at one time. So then after that happened, I ended up picking up a National Bud sponsorship and a bunch of other things that happened. But so anyways, and then it finally made it to Netflix. But you got to remember back in 2012, Netflix was back. That was back when you used to mail the DVDs in and you could keep them as long as you wanted, remember? And then you could send them back. That was before even all the streaming is like now. And
okay.
So, but all fun stuff. So anyways, here it is 12 years later. We just did another one. I think it's a lot better. You know what I mean? It has some clips of the old stuff because, you know, we have all those videos. But you'll have to check it out. It's called Novarex Ain't Easy, Staying Cheesy. And the YouTube video is out there now. If you watch the video, you'll know what's going on.
Okay.
It's just a rock and roll story. I mean, everybody says, oh, talking about Spinal Tap being a documentary. The next one will be The Dirt. Oh, The Dirt was a documentary. No, it was a movie. It was, no. But the thing is, what was I getting with that? I don't even know. There was something I was going to say about the doc and The Dirt. But basically, our documentary is that without the heroin. You know what I mean? Same stories, same crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Except I just told it and had enough footage from back in the day to show it. You know?
Right.
I mean, we were on Montel Williams at one time. We had a bunch of just crazy.
Holy shit, Montel Williams.
Wow, Montel Williams. Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah, but you have to see it in its content, right? But
yeah.
And then what else is happening? Oh, I put out a book a couple years ago. I have a son. He just turned 21. I got one boy, and he's has Asperger's. You know, like high functioning autism, right? Really smart.
That's what my son. Yes. My son is high functioning autistic.
So you totally get it. You know what I'm dealing with. So just one boy, didn't know how to deal with it. You know, there's no manual for it. They're all a little bit different. They get better though. It does get better. Yeah. So, but anyways, I kept playing these different festivals, and I kept meeting this guy out of Florida that had a company called We Rock for Autism. And it was a charity that he was doing music therapy for kids with autism. And I thought, well, I mean, rock and roll and all that. So when not a particular radio show, but I had one prior to that for a couple of years. And that one, I was just interviewing rock stars, you know what I mean? And so what happened to end up being a thing, a guy called me. I just came back from New Orleans. And if you ever go to New Orleans, it takes you a few days to get over it because the food is so dramatically different there. You know, you're eating all this kind of stuff from New Orleans. You can't really come back and go to Olive Garden, you know? So I was kind of talking about it. And the guy I was talking to, this bass player, pretty famous guy, he was like, oh man, I'm from New Orleans. My mom's from there. I got this gumbo recipe. It's over 100 years old, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, sure, send it to me, right? So he sent me the recipe. Then it kind of became a gag on the show for a little bit. So everybody that I'd interview would ask him for a recipe. Well, back in 2000, right in the middle of COVID, 2020, in the summer, I finally got my cookbooks. It's almost a full pound hardback, 120 some pages. It's got 57 famous rockers in it. I got the book. Look, I'm prepared. It's called Rockin'
let me see.
For Autism. See it?
That's so cool.
Where can I get a copy of that?
You have what you do is go to Rockin' without a G. See, that's just Rockin', ROCKIN. RockinRecipesForAutism.com. They sell for $29.95.
Holy shit.
Not bad.
Cheap.
Mm-hmm.
What is it again? Rockin', say it again. Rockin' what?
RockinRecipesForAutism.com. Everything you need to know is there. I don't really update that website a lot, but I'll give you some recipes, for instance. Well, that's Phil. Phil Sasson. He plays in Last in Line now. A lot of people know him from Ozzy. He wrote Shot in the Dark, by the way. He did.
That's my favorite song. That's my favorite Ozzy song.
The late Frankie Benelli.
Yes.
Pumpkin
have
stuff.
You ever wanted to have dinner with a rock star?
How about this guy? You know this guy?
Looks familiar.
Ricky Rocket.
Ricky Rocket.
Yeah, that's Ricky Rocket. Okay.
Yes.
So I got some rockers. Roy from Stone Sour. Actually, his wife is my fiance's hairdresser.
Oh wow!
Twisted Sister, little Eddie there.
Oh, we're
gonna meet him.
We might be interviewing Eddie Ojeda in Nashville next month.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Okay, that's Joey Allen from Warrant.
Okay.
Steve Lukather from Toto.
Oh, of course.
It goes on. But you know the guys we were talking about, right? Who'd you say? Like from Killer Dwarfs and Helix. Oh, like here you go. Well, that's Y&T. Hold on.
Dave Menichetti?
Yeah. No, it's not him. It's the guitar player. It's not.
Okay.
Oh, that guy. You know that guy, right?
Oh yeah, that's Daryl, of course.
You can see what did he make? He made some kind of dumpling, shrimp, pasta, something. So
hot damn.
That sounds good.
So what's really cool about the cookbook, and it made it on Rachel Ray too, which I thought was pretty cool.
I love her. Yeah, she's got a cool show.
What happened was basically the guys that put the book together, it'll give you like a little story, like with Roy from Stone Sour. It'll say something along the lines like, when he was a kid, he used to play on pots and pans, and now when he comes off the road, he cooks for his family, blah, 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 blah. And then they just give you the recipes. So it's a little backstory on it and stuff as well. So check it out. It's always good. It's for a great cause. And it's one of a kind. It's never been done before.
Yeah. So rockinrecipesforautism.com. Go and order the book.
There you go. $29.95. I think it costs like $5 to ship it, but that's just because it's heavy.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, and Toronto's even worse, right? That's the thing.
Kandi, if you donation too, make a donation.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Very important.
I'll have to be able to try to get it up to you because they charge. I think I mailed one to Canada. And it was like $20 just for the postage.
You do PayPal because I can. Oh no, we lost him.
Zip right up. Oh no, he'll be back. But that's pretty cool. Get that book. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not an easy life. As I said, I have a son. He's 11 years old. He's high functioning autistic, and it's a struggle. It's a huge struggle.
All right.
So, all right, are we gonna get Kenny back in there?
Yes, he's right here. That's okay. We got you.
There you go. You know what? I didn't even do anything. I just like moved my chair and the damn thing went off. I was like, what?
No, I was just going to ask you if you do PayPal, because I can PayPal you the amount for the book if you want to ship it.
I could do it, Kandi. Either way.
We'll talk about it. I can't even remember. My fiance's got that set up. It may take PayPal. I'm not for sure.
We'll connect after, and we'll definitely.
I have a PayPal account if that's what you're asking. So yeah.
But you gotta sign it for me before you mail it.
I can do that.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Cool. Well, listen, awesome. I appreciate you guys. And like I said, if you get a chance, check out we just did a new, it's about 9 months old now, but our last single, Time Is Up For You. And check it out. If you've seen that video, you'll understand. I told you my drummer, makes a lot of stuff for different guys, right? Like Alice Cooper's drum set and stuff like that. You should see,
nice.
See what he's playing on. It's like a freaking tree. It's crazy.
Real quick though, before you go, Kenny, the name Nova Rex, really curious, where did that come from?
Yeah.
I actually trademarked that sucker, so I own it. But the thing is, it was an old manager from when we first put the band back together. First put the band together, and it's Latin. Rex means king. Nova obviously means comet or new. So it's either Comet King. The story of it is this: when you see a comet through the sky, it's the King Comet, Comet King, and there you go. I could have named it after an insect or something, but it's already been done.
I like it. It has a good sound to it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Very cool. And so we thank you so much for. I know you're kind of pressed for time, so we'll let you go here in a minute. One last thing, can you plug your website, all your socials? Where can everybody find you? Where again can everybody buy that book, and where can everybody support you guys?
Oh, wow. So for me, I got a long list. So the thing is, obviously, we're on all the social platforms. I mean, honestly, being the age that I'm on Facebook more than anything, just in general. I don't have a TikTok account at this point. I don't know if I can add any more social, but Twitter and Instagram and all that. As far as the website for the band, you can go to Nova, Novarex, Nova Rex Rocks with an S, novarexrocks.com, and all that information is there. As far as the cookbook, you can go to Rockin' without a G, rockinrecipesforautism.com, and all the information is there. And as far as the band, just all you got to do is Google us. It's been 38 years. You'll find something. You'll find something that got us in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yes, there you go.
I'm just glad there wasn't cameras back 20 some years ago. I think how much I'd be in jail.
Oh my God, can you imagine? I know, right?
I would be in jail.
Well, there were 8mm cameras, but that
was a lot of work, though. That was a lot of work. And then you had to develop it, and then you had to find somebody sketchy to develop it. No, we don't do that.
Did you ever go to Hammerjacks?
Have I had what?
Been to Hammerjacks in Baltimore?
No, but I do know of it. I've never. I can't remember the last time I played Baltimore. Again, it's just so far out there.
Yeah.
I played, Connecticut and New Hampshire, and New Jersey. all up that way.
Right.
But yeah, no.
Well, they have a place called Ram's Head, and it's something like Hammerjacks. But Ram's Head it's a pretty nice place, pretty large stage.
Cool.
So yeah, that would be a cool place to try.
Yeah, see if we can't go in there and break some stuff.
There you go.
Well, Kenny, I know, like you said, you're pressed for time, so we're gonna get you anywhere. Anything final from you? Anything else you want to say to your friends watching?
All 5 of them. Hey. How you doing, Mom? It's all good. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate rock and roll. Appreciate all the support. I appreciate doing what you're doing. So.
Well, we appreciate you, and we thank you for taking time to join us here tonight. It's awesome.
And check out Novarex, man. There's 38 years of stuff out there.
We sure will. I was listening a little bit before the show, and I'm telling you, it kicks ass. It really does.
So I only know how to bring it one way, and that's to 10, right? So rock and roll. Appreciate you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Kenny.
Later.
Thank you.
You're welcome to come back anytime.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Cool.
So talk a little bit about Rock and Pod. So we got Rock and Pod coming up next month.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to that. Now our interview list has not been confirmed yet, but I can tell you for a fact, and this is me talking to our viewers, not you, because I know you already know about all this.
Yes. Go for it.
So we have on Friday, before the expo actually starts, we will be setting up our booth at the Nashville Fairgrounds. We are scheduled on Friday to talk to Craig Gass and possibly Rick Fox.
Woo!
We're so excited about that. And Saturday, we have a whole laundry list of potential interviews. We're hoping to talk to Eddie Fingers Ojeda from Twisted Sister, Martin Motnick from Accept, Rick Rule from Every Mother's Nightmare, Eric Martin from Mr.
That's
Big.
the one.
There's so many. Lydia's Castle.
Woo!
So many. So we're gonna get that in the coming weeks. And
super excited.
Lisa, what are you looking forward to? Lisa, what are you looking forward to most about Rock and Pod?
Oh my God, I've never been there. I just want to take in everything, the whole scenery of Nashville. I want to meet everybody and anyone I can. I want to get pictures with everybody, whoever is in my sight, whoever I can. And I'm looking forward to the interview with my Mr. Big Guy.
Now, as far as like the sites, because Nashville is obviously known as the Music City, like it's the place that's happening. There's a lot of things to see and do there. In that respect, what are you looking forward to the most?
To see and do, let's see. Yeah, I just want to see what it's all about, like just the scenery. I know it's country, and I love the country setting. I love how, you're in a whole different world and different place, and it gives it a whole cool feeling of, wow, look at this kind of stuff,
Right.
Yeah. How about you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I mean, as far as the sites and everything, I'm just looking forward to going shopping downtown mostly.
Oh, okay.
In that area, where the Bridgestone Arena is, the Nashville Predators. I'm a hockey fan, right? So that's kind of cool. Hopefully want to make it down to where the Grand Ole Opry is. I've always wanted to just even walk through those doors.
Yes.
Now, I mean, we're going to be pressed for time on this one, but I really want to go and see Graceland. Now, granted, that's in Memphis, so it's a little bit of a drive, but it's your bucket list place. Like, where do you want to go and visit before you kick the bucket? Well, I've always wanted to see Graceland.
So if we're down there that close, we might as well, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. So and then as far as the expo is concerned, I'm going to quote a very good friend of mine who's actually going to be on Mistress Business tomorrow night with a whole panel of other guests. Matt Porter. Now he's the host of the Kiss Room, and he's been involved with several of the other, you know, Rock and Pod events. He's been actually, let me backtrack. Every Rock and Pod event he's been a part of. And one thing he says that really holds true is that your social media life comes to life. So like, you know, you and I working together, and then like, you know, us collaborating with all our other friends on all these different podcasts, you know, interviews we do with all the coolest people, that's all online. We don't get that in person, but at Rock and Pod, you know, it's a special expo that we as podcasters have, that we can all get together and our social media life comes to life. So, you know, and especially the last Rock and Pod, it was like, you know, we're hugging each other a little tighter because of the pandemic. We weren't really sure if it was going to happen or not. So that's the part I'm looking forward to the most, is seeing all our friends in person, the camaraderie of it. You know, the podcast world is very different from the rock world and the, you know, the band world, if you will, if you want to put it that way. Nobody tears each other apart. Nobody shits on each other. Nobody, you know, tries to undercut, you know, one another. We don't bring each other down. Rather, we build each other up. You know, we get excited if our best friend gets to interview Gene Simmons and we don't. Like, it's just the coolest thing ever.
Right.
That's what this is all about, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing everybody in person and hanging out and going for drinks and having dinner. And
it's like one big huge family of rock and roll.
It is.
And people that just loves the same thing, you know.
It is. So I'm just really looking forward. I mean, shit, I'm looking forward to everything involved. I'm looking forward. It's gonna sound weird. But I'm looking forward to waking up at 2:00 in the morning, getting dressed, getting, you know, doing my hair and all that, heading to the airport and flying my ass out to Nashville. The whole process. I know it's going to take a while, but shit, I'm just the whole thing. I'm looking forward to it all. I can't wait.
Oh, man. Really, I can't
really
wait excited. As well. Yeah. I'm still trying to find my way to get there, dang on it.
As far as the guests are concerned, we know you're looking forward to seeing Eric Martin, but who else are you looking forward to see? Like, there's a whole laundry list of people that are going to be there. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
That it was it Eddie Fingers? Is that
Eddie
his name?
Fingers Ojeda from Twisted Sister. Yeah.
Ojeda. Yeah. I don't know many of the names, but I know who they are. But it's just so many of them to choose from. I want to see all of them. Is that okay? I want to see everybody.
Yeah, and the other thing too, when we're at this event, take lots of pictures. Take as many as you possibly can.
That's it.
Because
1, 2, 3, click.
And I know from experience, you look forward to this weekend and you're like, oh, I'm going to be there for 4 days, 5 days. But let me tell you, it goes so fast in the blink of an eye.
I can believe it. Yeah.
So fast. There's so much going on, and time just like whizzes right by you.
Just goes.
There's so much going on. Yeah. So, for anybody that's watching, like I said, if you have not bought your tickets yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Go to www.rockandpodexpo.com and click the links to get your earlier general admission tickets. I believe all the VIPs are sold out, so that kind of sucks. But we got you covered. We get you a discount. If you see that promo code there, Mistress Business, if you enter that promo code, we will get you a 20% off discount on your general admission or early admission ticket. We want you guys to come up and see us. We will have these postcards that just came in not long ago, so we will be autographing these guys. We will have some prizes at the table. We will have some special guests. I can tell you with absolute certainty, Sam Spade from the Midnight Devils will be joining us for a bit at our table. We also have Bob the Dragon Bentley. He'll be joining us. And for those of you that don't know, Bob the Dragon Bentley, if you haven't seen him around or haven't seen his Facebook page, ever seen his pictures, he is a Gene Simmons impersonator, one of the best that I know of. And he does like the 1977-ish costume to a T. to an absolute T. You look at him and you actually think it's Gene. It's that good. It is that good. So wow. Bob the Dragon Bentley will be joining us at our table for a bit as well. We also have a couple of other guests that have not been confirmed yet, but we're hoping to hear back from them soon. But the party is going to be here at this table. At this table. We got those surprises. We got some cool things at the table for y'all to partake in. But we're just looking forward to hanging out with you guys. So come on out, say hi. We don't bite.
Or we might smack you with
no, not hard. Not hard. We won't
hard. We won't bite hard, but we might smack you with a paddle.
No, that's supposed to be a secret right now.
Well, we have some other fine tricks. You'll find out. Just come to the Mistress Business table.
Yeah, we are looking forward to that. Now, Lisa, is there anyone backstage by any chance?
No.
Nobody. No one. Okay.
Nothing yet. Did you invite somebody? So,
I did.
Okay, we'll stay on a little while longer in case that person happens to.
So we'll chit chat here for a little bit.
Okay.
So while we kind of pass the time, tell everyone how Front Row Promotions kind of came about.
Front Row Promotions came about. Well, about let me see. This is 2023. About 6 years or so ago. I was out with a couple friends and I wanted to, I saw some other people who were doing some promotions and I'm thinking, wow, that looks really cool. Why don't we do something like that? And so I got with a couple people. It was my ex-boyfriend. At the time, he was my boyfriend. And we put a super cool name together. At first, it happened to come out to be Screaming Vamp Out Promotions. The screaming part was me because whenever I get excited,
yes, you do.
That's me.
Yes,
and the Vamp Out part was his name's Colin, and that was his thing, the Vamp Out. So we put it both together, Screaming Vamp Out Promotions. And it was me, Teresa, and Colin. And then we later on we add Sandy to the mixture. So it was 4 of us. And so we would go out and we would do video and pictures of the band, come home, label them all up, do a write-up, put them all out there, promote. And that's what we wanted to do. So
very cool.
And then it came, everything fell apart. Everybody went their own way. Then I started another thing. It was just called Lisa Melchert Promotions. I still have that page up, but of course it's not active as this one. And then I thought, let me come up with a better name. And I thought, well, it was either going to be Front Row or Up Front, because I'm always up front. But Front Row just, I think, has a better ring to it. It just sounds much better. Front Row.
There's no better way to enjoy a concert than the front row. So
right,
I like
row.
That.
The only way to see a show is in the front row.
No, that's awesome. But yeah, so we're like you say, we're all in this together. We're all doing, a justice for music and bands. I remember a conversation I had kind of off the record, not on the air, but Martin Motnick from Accept, we're very, very good friends. So I was chatting with him one day and he says, well, we really appreciate what you guys do on podcasts and stuff. Like the new wave of radio is you guys and podcasts. He says, because radios, they don't take a lot of time these days for bands. They just, play the music. They have their own shows and la-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But we actually take the time to promote for them. We do, a lot more for them than the radio stations do. So bands, you might not realize it, but they're more thankful than you might think for what we all do here on our podcast.
Absolutely.
It's what we do. It's a rock and music world, and we all want to be a part of it. We all want to help each other out. So
absolutely, we just want people to know what we see and what they are, and just how good their band is. Like, if Kenny had extra time tonight, I would have definitely played a video. And
sure.
that's what we do when we have other guests as well. We like to play their videos. That way you can see exactly and hear what they do. Some videos just has their music, where it isn't actually anything going on in the video. It just has their music. But other videos has like a storyline, and then they follow and the actions and stuff like that. But we just want everybody to know and see what's out there, and we just like to promote new music. We promote music that's been out there. Like we had Rick Roll. He every mother's nightmare. I love that guy.
Okay, Rick Rule, if you are watching, I'm holding you to that neck bite, okay?
Oh shoot.
It's a bit of an inside joke, but if and when it happens, y'all will know about it, and we'll tell you where that joke came from. So,
and I'll be right there capturing that picture of it.
Yes, you will.
We can't let that go without a picture.
No.
Oh shoot.
I am tired. So let's wrap this up here in a minute. It is getting pretty late. I guess we're not having a special guest jump in, but that's okay. We'll get him next time.
Okay. Sounds
but
like
I'm not gonna reveal to the audience who it is.
Because we like surprises on our shows. We like to just say, "Oh, guess who?"
But I think you know. I didn't really tell you, but I think you know.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me, but I know, because I know Kandi that well that I know who it is.
You just know. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Join us here tomorrow night, Mistress Business. We're going to be having a roundtable discussion with a bunch of our best and favorite podcasters who will be on hand at Rock and Pod doing interviews. We will have the legendary Ron Jones from the Let It Rip with Ron podcast. We will have Matt Porter from the Kiss Room. We will have the Goth and Roller Jay Oakley from the Metal Summit joining us as well. And of course, we couldn't leave Chris Sinzak out. Chris Sinzak is part host of the Decibel Geek podcast and also head of promotions for Rock and Pod. So he's the guy that's putting it all together. So we're super excited for that. We're just going to wing it tomorrow. We're going to have a good time with a nice, awesome panel of guests. And we're really looking forward to that. So yeah, tune in tomorrow night, Mistress Business, 9 p.m. Eastern, Facebook and YouTube live, and join us and have a good time. Ask us all your questions. We will be there for you tomorrow night. Hi, Chloe.
Chloe had to say hi. She got to give kisses.
Okay, for real. What is in that nose that she likes so much? I don't get it.
I don't know.
What is in your nose?
I don't know. Woman. I don't know, but okay.
All right, Lisa, why don't you go ahead and put a bow on it? Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night here on Mistress Business. Well, tonight's Front Row Promotions, but tomorrow it'll be Mistress Business going live.
Cool. You got it. Thank you all for coming to Front Row Promotions. Thank you all for always supporting that live music. Support music in the making and supporting music everywhere. That's what we love to do. That's what we are all about. And, we just have to, because if it wasn't for people like us, where would they be? They need people. They need support. So keep supporting out there. Absolutely. You got it. All right. Well, thank you for coming to Front Row Promotions. And Kandi, I'll talk to you in just 2 and 2.
Okay.
2 and 2. All righty. Rock and roll, everybody. Woo!